All right, guys. My transitions are broke again. They fucking decided to not work. Cool. Because originally it was that one. All right. So welcome in for Tavern Talk with Head Removal Inc. This is our 11th episode, and it is movies and game adaptations when the two worlds collide. So welcome in. Don't forget to wipe your feet at the door and also leave your heads at the door. We got today we are hosting this one myself. Call me Sailwise. You've got our co-host over there. We got Jaboom, who is our resident Boomy slash mage slash Boomy. I'm not sure yet. Myth, our resident DK, who has swapped roles now too. I don't know what he's playing now. Shaman. And then, of course, Why's the Cereal Man hanging out in the corner there. But today's episode is obviously games and movie adaptations. When a game becomes a movie and a movie becomes a game, we're talking about the different ones, the good, the bad, the ugly, the almost, and the dream movie that you would like to see, or game for that, rather. So, um, trying to get this kid who likes to wait till the last moment to do anything and ask me questions when I'm like, dude, I can't do anything right now. He's wanting the Destiny because it's like on sale or whatever, and it's he wants like it's like $7 or whatever. But I'm like, that's not everything. Stops at whatever the final shape is. I think it doesn't say that it includes Year of Prophecy. But however, I digress. We're here, guys. So again, thanks for tuning in. We are on our 11th episode, and we are going to get right into this today. If everybody would like to say, what have they been playing this week? Jeb. Yeah. Myth. What about you, guy? Obviously, WoW. It's an early play test. Fuck yeah, Legacy Panda, Gang of Frogs. That's what's up.
I've kind of just been on Outlast Trials as of late. I think I played that mostly this week than anything else.
Oh yeah, and Valheim. That's right. Cat reminded me. Started a Valheim playthrough.
So, because the Discord was still muted for some reason, Jeb said he's been playing WoW and Sworn. I'm glad that he started playing that because that's a super fun game. Myth said he's been playing Gang of Frog, or he tried Gang of Frogs, which is in playtest. WoW, and him and Kat just started a run on Valheim. Hey, Panda, we're doing good. This is our every other Saturday podcast. Me and the homies of Head Removal Inc., which is our community that we started. Me and Jaboom here, about a year and a half-ish ago now, and we do this every other Saturday. So we talk about different things like games, pretty much anything in the gaming community. We had a couple streams where it was about WoW because the new expansion for WoW just came out and stuff. So we get in here, we talk about different stuff. Serial, what did you say that you played?
I've been doing a lot of Outlast Trials. They dropped their new chapters, so I've been grinding that out and trying to get all the collectibles and whatnot.
Nice. And I have been playing a little bit of everything. I played a round of Sworn yesterday. I've been playing Gang of Frogs all weekend, though. They added a new enemy type called a Coral Bomber, and he stalks the map and runs straight at you and explodes when he gets close to you. So it gets a little chaotic because there's like no sound to them other than like if you can see them from far away, you can hear the jingle. But if like they're coming around a corner, they just instantly charge you and blow up, and sucks, but it makes it really difficult. And the dev team is super listening to the community right now, and they're typically fixing stuff like within a day or two and putting out a patch pretty much every day during the playtest. So
They added
we've been
suicide bombers into the game.
yes. They Sworn, yeah. It is a very good game. If you like Hades, then you'll like Sworn. It is Arthurian legend instead. So, and it also includes multiplayer, so you can have, I think it's up to 4 players since there's 4 different vessels that you can play as. So, but it's got a lot of fun to it as well. But yeah, that's been what we've been playing, guys. So let's move on into our first topic. And as soon as I can get these open. Great. We are on the good. Those rare wins that we get, and the talking point today for this one is what actually makes these work, and the faithfulness versus the creativity. Is it that? So let's dive right into what we've got handpicked out already. A game that became a movie, Pokemon, the Detective Pikachu one. That one, if you haven't seen it, it's an excellent one. It's a good adaptation where they really hit all the points that a lot of Pokemon fans really like. Sonic the Hedgehog, that one turned out to be fantastic. They've done they coming out with the 4th one now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're on the 4th. I'm pretty sure it's the 4th.
Wait.
After lots of pressure for them to change Sonic.
On the first
the
one,
hideous original model.
The community did the fucking bully the shit out of the studio to change it, but they listened and they did it, and guess what? It worked out in their benefit because the movie turned out to be super great, and because they took all that time to go back and make all those changes to Sonic, more people went and saw it to support the fact that they did that, so it worked out. The latest Super Bar.
Thought it turned
Mario
out pretty
Brothers
good.
movie.
Yeah, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. It's just a shame it took this many years to kind of get a decent Mario movie.
Hey, don't you talk bad about my cult classic, okay?
I like the old one, but it wasn't what everybody wanted, though. That was the problem.
No.
Like, it just, at the time, everybody wanted a really cool, like, Mario movie. Like, they could have even done, like, an animated, like, cartoon movie, and I think people would have been happier than what you were given. But I mean, it's like I said, it was still a decent nod to it, but it wasn't what we wanted.
Well, we've gotten we had the cartoon adaptation, the series.
Super Mario Brothers Super Show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. I actually sent that to Squirrely the other day. He never seen it. I sent him a clip of it.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And then on our movie side that moved to games, we've got GoldenEye. That is an absolute cult classic. Like that when the fucking pause music is hailed still to today. There's still kids making reels and stuff and memes about it because like make a banger music, but it doesn't need to be like super crazy. And then they made the pause music for that. Star Wars, just in general, because that birthed the Knights of the Old Republic game, which is one of the best Star Wars games you'll ever play.
I think it's the best Star Wars game.
And the fact that it's still alive, like it still has an active player base, is crazy.
Yeah, I think the Knights of the Old Republic 1 and 2 are hands down the best Star Wars game ever made. There's others like Battlefield comes close, the newer ones, but nothing like KOTOR.
Those are great. The Star Wars, the big massive multiplayer, they're super fun. They can be super chaotic because there's just so much shit going on. Like you just get blasted from fucking, because it's literally just Battlefield Star Wars, but it's Star Wars Battlefront 1 and 2. But Spider-Man 2, the 2004 movie, got the adaptation for the game. And back on like PlayStation 2 day, that was like hands down one of the best games to be able to fucking web sling through a city on. It had like really, really good, we won't say graphics, but at that time the graphics were pretty banging.
To this day,
Just,
people still make fun of the voice acting in that game. I've seen a couple of TikToks about it.
yeah. So what do you guys think made these work?
Staying close to the original. Both, I mean, and all three of them had pretty good storylines too. I mean, Detective Pikachu was like strayed from the original the most, but they made it so interesting, I should say, and entertaining that it kind of like they got away with it. But I mean, Sonic pretty well follows Sonic's story, and I mean, the Super Mario Brothers, it followed its story as well, and I think that's why both of them are pretty successful. So.
Yeah, the Sonic games, despite the fact that they are like, and they introduced Robotnik into a different aspect because it's on Earth rather than being on the other planets and stuff like that, where he's from. That was the only change that they had to make, and it made sense because they needed to bring some realism to it in order to make it not complete CGI mess and stuff like that. So it
Yeah.
worked, like you said, it worked.
Even going with the Sonic one, I'm glad that they, even with the new one coming out, it's going to be about chaos because they're trying to implement all of the Sonic Adventure games now as the movies. So I'm excited to see what they do with this next one.
Yeah.
Jim Carrey's also the perfect person for the Robotnik role.
He did a really good job. I agree.
Oh my
He
gosh,
did a really
yeah,
good
dude.
job.
Like he said a couple different times too that he wouldn't do a project again unless he was really into it. And then whenever he chose the Robotnik role, he sold that, dude. Like he's got the crazy chaoticness that the games had, because there was a lot of times when you had those interactions with Robotnik in the games where he's just really, really weird. Like he would have his dialogue and it'd be really fucking weird stuff, other than just like trying to take over the world kind of situation.
And that goes into my point of what made them work was the cast. Most of these movies had really good, casting. I personally really love Chris Pratt as Mario. I think he does a perfect Mario. Could be a little more Italian, but you know what? I mean, he's just a Brooklyn plumber, so it works.
Yeah.
I still don't know how I feel about Ryan Reynolds being Pikachu. I have to watch the movie, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna like it.
It's a good movie, man. Like that blew my mind yesterday when you told me that you'd never seen it, being as big of a Pokemon fan as you are. I was like, what the fuck? Who is this guy?
Hey, you want to hear a wild take?
What?
I haven't seen any three of those movies.
That is a wild take. You need to go watch them. What are you doing?
Man,
I don't know. Not watching these movies, I guess.
because that's all he does is play WoW.
Throw up a second monitor and put
We're
some
gonna
Mario on there.
Yo, I
gonna-
have broadened my horizons in the past week and a half. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
I've played
Yeah, give him
three
credit.
other games besides World of Warcraft.
Hold on. Let's check the hour count.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Fucking brings it up and like, Myth started the game for the first time. 2.4 minutes. Oh shit. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of time. We're gonna have to implement movie night again, so that way we can start watching some of the shit that we talk about, because there's a lot of good movies out. So yeah. What about anybody else? Anybody have a pick that they think was a good game that became a movie, or a movie that became a game?
Resident Evil. I know we talked a little bit about it last night, that the old movies are not like super lore accurate, but I do think it brought people to want to go play the games to try to get the understanding of the story. Plus, I mean, again, the casting was just phenomenal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that the movie for the original ones, with what was there, 7 of the original ones with Mila Jovovich, and they they had Resident Evil aspects, but they weren't very Resident Evil-y. The only one that I feel like had anything to do with Resident Evil closer was Nemesis, because that one actually included like being up in the city, stars, the police station, and of course Nemesis himself. So like, yeah, that makes sense.
Cat said Mortal Kombat. The
Mortal Kombat.
the very
We got to
first
go with
Mortal Kombat movie was good.
It was, but if you try to go back and watch that thing now, man, it's so hard to
hard.
sit through. I'm not gonna lie. Like
Yeah.
it's so hard. I think a better example there would be Advent Children. Like I think it was kind of a better movie than the original Mortal Kombat. Now then when they redid it and kind of changed the story and did like a movie story for it, like the one like 3 years ago, that one was really good. Like I agree, that one was awesome. I think the older Mortal Kombat's, it's more nostalgia with us. Like they were awesome when we were kids, but I go watch it now, please.
Yeah,
I
Yeah,
did last week.
It's a really hard rewatch.
yeah. And it sucks because Shang Tsung died, man. So like, I
And now,
think it.
yes, yeah, yes, that guy was a good actor. I'm just
Yeah.
the acting in it when I was a kid, like it was amazing, the fight scenes, all that kind of stuff. But you watch it now, you can see how heavily scripted it was, and it wasn't with the best acting, and it
No.
was rough, man. Like
They
it was
legit.
rough.
The action stuff was really good. That stuff was fine. But they legit took like most of the dialogue in that movie was them taking the dialogue from the video game, those short
Yeah.
pieces, and just
Yeah.
making the characters say it. It was like, yeah, this is Mortal Kombat. Oh, fuck. And then as kids,
Yeah.
we're like, yeah, get over here. Like, fuck yeah, go Scorpion.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was definitely us. The last one, the newest one of the reboot, not the one that's coming out or is out, I don't remember, but the first
It
one,
comes
the
out
reboot,
next week, I think.
I liked it a lot because it dug into Scorpion's backstory more, so that made it really, really interesting to me.
Scorpion's Revenge. That was a good one too.
Yeah. We also have
Another
chat
one.
saying Silent Hill.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Silent Hill. That's another one that's not on here. The Alien series. There's a couple Alien games that have actually been pretty decent. That's been, movies converted to games. I'm not going to say all of them because some of them have been atrocious. I played one not too long ago that was good, but I can't remember
Isolation
What
or
about like Space
Elite Fire
Marine, something
Team.
like that?
That one was terrible.
it was Fire Team, if I'm not mistaken. I
It
don't know.
played kind of like
I'd have to
Gears.
get back and look. Yes, it
Yeah,
did
it's
play
Fire.
like
Four-player.
it was
That's
pretty cool. It was pretty
Fire Team
cool.
Elite or something like that.
Yeah, that one was pretty good.
We got
Silent
Alien
Hill though
Isolation.
is like 10 out of 10. Minecraft, that was a cross. I wasn't a big fan of the movie though. I love the game. I wasn't a big fan of the movie.
Yeah, it was okay. The first Silent Hill movie was probably the best one in my opinion. It felt more
Yes. Yes.
not
Yes.
close to the original story, but it had a better telling of the story. Like it was more story driven rather than it just being like a bunch of, like I said before, with the other
Tomb
stuff,
Raider's
or
another
like
one.
Resident Evil, where they just threw in Resident Evil stuff into a movie.
Tomb Raider actually was a pretty good movie. Besides
Which
the
one?
fact that Angelina Jolie played Tomb Raider. The early ones, like I enjoyed most of Tomb Raider movies. The stories were really dope on them.
Wait, you don't like Angelina Jolie as Tomb Raider?
No, I do like Angelina Jolie as Tomb
As
Raider.
Lara Croft?
Yeah, as Lara Croft. No, I thought she did an amazing job as Lara Croft. For the time, I don't know if you could have found someone better to play Lara Croft, to be fair.
I think that the newest games like Shadow of the Tomb Raider and stuff that had my wife can tell me what her name is because I can't remember off the top of my head now. The voice actress for her, she also played in Grey's Anatomy. But I thought that she would have been a better Tomb Raider than the one that they had play Lara Croft in the latest Tomb Raider movie, and they didn't do it. It was just like, you guys missed a fucking opportunity here. She would have been such a better, because she was Tomb Raider. Like, the story and dialogue in those games was a lot better. It's more survival based, like the Last of Us games, but there was still a lot of exploration. And Shadow of the Tomb Raider, weirdly enough, is a benchmarking game, so people can find out if their systems can handle stuff.
Interesting.
For some
Tomb Raider
reason, I
equals
feel like
March of
we're
the
missing
Thieves.
one that was really good. Or maybe it
Oh.
wasn't like really, really good, but was like love it or hate it type movie. But I can't think of it right now. There's been so many.
Witcher series, we're getting Warhammer 40k, so I don't play the game, but I get really deep into the lore because Warhammer 40k does have a fucking really awesome lore behind all of the armies and shit. So it gets really interesting, and I'm very interested to see what Henry Cavill can do with that stuff, and if it sticks around to the source material and he sticks around for the project. So,
Well, Henry Cavill is literally he's one of those sticklers to the source material, which is one of the reasons why he left The Witcher, because they wanted to divert so much from the source material.
yeah,
He is a true nerd in that aspect. And he's loud and
he's
proud
our
about it.
champion. Gamers unite. Final Fantasy, be specific.
Hold up with the Final Fantasy stuff.
We're getting on that one. We're gonna hold up on that one. Yeah,
it's on the list. It's on the list.
All right. Did we miss any more before we move on to the next one, or did anybody else have a game that they wanted to mention or a movie that they wanted to mention? We're getting to the WoW movie.
I would say this portion is just for the adaptations that were bangers, right? That were complete bangers, right? That you can't really argue with how good they were.
We still have the ugly and the almost to go through, so we will go ahead and move on. What? She yelled from the other room, like I could hear what she said.
It's normal.
Right. All right. So moving on, the bad, those train wrecks of movies. And I felt really bad about putting these on here. Twisted Metal, that's a series. It's still a great one. I think it's a fantastic adaptation because it's just chaos. There's really no story.
It is lore accurate. It is lore accurate.
Yeah, there's not really anything to deviate from. It's literally they get in cars, they fucking destroy each other. They just added extra stuff like a little bit of backstory for like Sweet Tooth and John Doe and stuff. Well, and then
to be fair, the Sweet Tooth backstory is actually true. Like it's in Black.
Yeah, he's crazy.
Or not Black.
He's just nuts. But it's what I'm saying is there's not a lot of source material in the Twisted Metal games to deviate from. So like they could write a story and you'd be like, all they have to do is connect it and it makes sense.
True.
So, but the train wrecks. We got the 1993 Super Mario Brothers movie with John Leguizamo playing Luigi and Jeb. I'm fucking forgetting his name.
Dustin
played
Hopper?
Mario.
Oh, dude.
Fucking
you ask me too fast.
I know. Yes. Like, I just my brain went like, you know what it is? Deleted.
That movie is a contender for one of the worst movies made of all time.
Yep.
It really is, and I feel so bad about saying it. But
and that's what, and that's my point too. It's like
Bob Hoskins. Bob Hoskins. How could we forget that?
I know. Who Framed Roger Rabbit, man? Like he was one of my favorite actors as a kid, man. He was fucking funny as shit. Just had that gritty comedy to him. But it was a good movie. If you didn't watch it as a Super Mario Brothers movie, like it just had names. That's really the only thing that it had in similarity to the games, just names.
Like, it's not what everyone wanted. Like whoever was in control of that, they really dropped the ball.
The Assassin's Creed movie. That had a lot of potential.
Yeah, that was pretty ass.
Had a good actor. Terrible movie. Terrible movie.
I don't think
I've tried to watch it multiple times, man. I have, because I'm like, maybe I give it a bad review. I don't remember much about it. Let's sit down and watch it again, and I'm instantly reminded why
Uh-huh.
I didn't finish the movie.
The old Street Fighter movie, the live action one, that one was another one that was good when we were kids. Like, it was cool, like the Mortal Kombat stuff. But when you watch it now, it's terrible. The only saving grace that movie has is that actor who played M. Bison was fucking dying of cancer while he filmed the whole thing. That was like the only like redemption it has. Like, this dude is just awesome because he pushed through. Like, that's it.
It was the same dude that played, what's his name, in Family Adams, wasn't it? I mean, the Adams Family. Yeah, Family Adams. The Adams Family. He played the
As
father.
Gomez.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Good old dyslexia strikes again.
Yeah, that's right. Old age, I guess.
Well, we're talking
Then-
about like the bad stuff, right?
Yes, this is the train
Yeah.
wrecks.
Well, I don't want to say it's bad, and I feel bad for saying this, but I don't feel like the new Street Fighter movie is going to be as good as people think it's going to be. I don't like the casting for it.
Yo, that new Street Fighter movie, if you watch the trailer for it, looks like it should be a straight to TV movie.
Yes.
Yeah, it is. I understand having some like WWE wrestlers because they seem to go from wrestling to TV, but there's just some characters like the guy that's playing M. Bison is like some scrawny ass little kid.
Yeah.
And it's
we're
wild.
gonna watch it. Like, we're gonna watch the movie because we got to give it a fair chance.
The new
But it's
Street Fighter
still-
movie? I'm
Yeah.
not watching that. I'm not watching that.
I'll watch it. I gotta
That
watch
looks
it.
so bad.
If
I'm
they
not
made a
watching that.
Streets of Rage game or a new Double Dragon movie, because that's another one. That's one I fucking forgot last night when we were talking about stuff. The Double Dragon movie. That was another Mortal Kombat. Let's take all these cool ass games from Nintendo and other systems and make movies. And then they were like, okay, this was a bad idea. But yeah. So the Killer Instinct does have some pretty cool lore. It's just not like the Killer Instinct games never had a story-ish mode like the like Mortal Kombat.
No, it was just straight arcade.
Yeah. You had to read about it elsewhere.
I wouldn't mind a
Myth
Guilty
holding
Gear
up a
movie.
paper football. Yep.
I could go for a Guilty Gear movie. A Guilty Gear movie would be great.
So we'll get into more stuff with those kind of movies because that's one of our topics is like our dream movie kind of deal or a dream adaptation. The Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City. If you guys didn't watch that one I felt was a little bit better because it came back to the police department and it was more surface based and stuff like that. However, it did not do well with audience as far as those go. So it was supposed to have 2 movies and it never did. It's going to be the reboot. Then we got our movies that became games. E.T. the Extraterrestrial. We were talking a little bit about this one. Like, it was fucking terrible. Atari 2600 series. That game was so bad that it got buried in the fucking desert.
Literally.
Legit
Dug
dug a
a
hole, put them
hole.
all in. If you have a copy of that game, it's like worth thousands of dollars because they didn't get them all back. Fast and the Furious Showdown. That is one that I never played because I never really was a Fast and the Furious fan. I've watched most of the movies just because they're like one of those guilty pleasure kind of movies. Like, we're like, I just want to brain rot and watch something, and it was like, let's go through these. And yeah,
That was good they were good up until like 5.
Yeah.
Then it just became too ridiculous.
And then the Rambo video game, I can't even remember the game, to be fair with that one. That one was just, I know it was bad. So I
remember
blocked
it.
that game out of my fucking head.
I got more games to add to this.
Okay. Games to movies or
Oh,
movies to games?
Movies to games. A whole
Okay.
slew of them, actually. All those Disney Pixar movies that they make games out of that are just awful. that
Oh
is
my
just trying to
gosh, yes.
cash grab off the success of the Disney Pixar movies.
Yes. The only good one that came out was their Disney Infinity shit. Like that was actually okay. But every other one, you'll never catch me booting up fucking Toy Story.
Yeah.
The old place, because that was PlayStation 1 days is whenever they started just throwing them out as fast as they could. Because there were a lot of them were mostly platformers.
Every single time there was a new Disney or Pixar or animated movie, they also came out with a game.
You were behind. That would have been first topic. Old school Aladdin, all of the Sega Disney games like
Lunar.
Lion King and Mickey Mouse and stuff.
Yeah, we ain't gonna shit on Aladdin. Aladdin was a fantastic game.
Yeah.
I love that
You're a screen behind.
Yeah.
A topic behind.
Okay, so she did say Blood Rain. That was a movie that I was super excited to see, but when I watched it, I was like, what is this fucking trash? The games are great.
Yeah.
This is fucking terrible.
Yeah. I mean, the actress that played the Blood Rain bitch was whatever. It was an awful movie.
Yeah. I'm still waiting for us to get our Legacy of Kain movie. The Soul Reaver ones. That one would be fun. Jeb, what about you, man? You got some bad picks?
I think I said most of them earlier.
So the talking point of this topic was, were these doomed from the start or just badly executed? What's your guys' hot take on that? Like, was it just the story, the execution, or like these were movies that should have never been, or games or movies that should have never been adapted?
So
I think Assassin's Creed could have been done right. It was going to be tricky. I think it was just mainly the story that they decided to do. I don't know. Because, I mean, I played the first 3 games and thought they were amazing. The only reason I quit playing Assassin's Creed is just because I got tired of climbing up shit and jumping off of shit. If they would have put, like, some other mechanic in the game, it would have kept me playing it for years. But I just got tired of fucking all the jumping in the hay bales and stuff. But I feel like it was mainly story when it went to that.
Mm-hmm.
I think one of the things with the games that get adapted into movies, I think the biggest thing that holds that stuff back is these directors don't play the games, and it is extremely obvious that they don't play the games.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Before they start producing a movie about a game.
Yeah.
Okay. I have to agree with Myth on that one. Sam, you were going to say something. Go with yours before I continue on.
Oh, I was just going to say a lot of these directors that even if they have played the games, they're wanting to write their own story for the movie. And they're just like, we don't want to make it different. Like, if it is a phenomenal game, like it's a hugely widely accepted game, don't change the story. Do a full-on adaptation of the game. You might have to cut stuff out because an 8-hour game has to be pushed down into a 2-hour movie. But don't deviate, because if you try to write your own story, it's going to upset more players, the people who actually want to watch this movie, than it is going to be to bring in the other people who are like, oh, it's just a sci-fi movie, or it's a fantasy movie or whatever. It's the same, like way back when I worked at Movie Gallery, when Star Wars, the new ones came out, or not Star Wars, Star Trek, when the new ones came out, I had Lunar and we worked there. I recommended that the first movie to so many people are like, I'm not a Star Trek fan. I'm like, you legit don't need to be a Star Trek fan to watch this movie. It is Star Trek, but it is sci-fi action, and it has a lot of really good stuff. And I was like, listen, I'll tell you what, if you don't like my recommendation, come back, I'll give you a free rental. I never gave away a free rental because everybody's like, you were right, that was a freaking fantastic movie. I was like, told you.
Yeah.
They stuck to the story, but they made it fun.
I think sometimes, like, where they're too hyper focused on movies, I feel like some of these that we're going to talk about or have already mentioned would have done a lot better if they just did a series. You know, like
Yeah.
look at like take Netflix series for example, like Netflix shows, you know, if they would have turned some of these into a series as opposed to cramming it into a 2-hour window for a movie, I think it would have
Yeah.
been 10 times more
Devil
successful.
May Cry is a beautiful example. I mean, it's an animated series, but it's good.
Castlevania's another one.
Yeah.
There's quite a few that they've
Yeah, 'cause
turned into
there's
series and
a lot to
are
turn
10 of
into.
10. Look at Arcane, the League of Legends one. I mean,
Oh,
Yeah.
You know,
I mean,
The Witcher as well until they tried to do
Till
their own
third
thing.
I agree,
season.
Myth. Yeah, that's another one, you know, and I
And
feel
we've
like
already
some of the
mentioned Twisted
games that
Metal
we've loved so
and
much,
stuff.
like the WoW, if they had done a series, it could have been amazing.
Yeah, you have more time to tell the story in a series, because if you get it one season, you know, that's if they're hour long, that and there's only 8 to 10 episodes, then you know that's an 8 to 10 hour essentially movie. So
Mm-hmm.
there's way more for us to get.
Yeah, yeah,
my
agreed.
thing is when it comes back to the whole bad thing. Mine's not a movie, but a TV show. I
Mhm.
genuinely don't like The Last of Us. I hate everything that they have done with the show,
I can't
especially
agree
the
with that one.
casting. I
The
don't like the
first
casting.
season is fine. The casting I thought was fantastic. I think Pedro Pascal played a very good Joel, and I'm not one of those people who don't like Bella Ramsey, whatever the fuck her name is, just because, and make fun of her or anything like that. I thought she did a fantastic job in the first one, and if you play the second game, then it gets a little bit more ridiculous, because the second game she does get a little more masculine.
I I that's one thing I didn't like, but
Yeah,
I liked Pedro as Joel, but I didn't like Bella as uh whatever her freaking name is, because she just didn't fit the part. She doesn't even look like the character. Like that's what upsets me, is that if you're going to cast a protagonist character, make them somewhat look like the character. Don't go off the deep end and cast some other person just because that's what society would want. Who cares? Cast somebody that looks like the character.
yeah.
It'll make people who play the game enjoy the movie more.
Leave the politics out of the games, but
Yes.
on your casting
Halo. Why
choices.
did you
But
take Chief's helmet off? That's like a
okay,
staple.
I was fully against that series. I just started watching it. The series is actually pretty good, on the sense that it is a Halo story. Like, it's its own thing, and they've even said that this is like a multi-universe kind
What
of
did I
thing. It's
tell you?
an alternate.
What did oh I wanna
It's
you live too close to me. I'm about to come over and kick you in the shin. I told you to watch it and
it's
just
not.
throw all the Halo lore out the window because if you're going in wanting a Halo story, like an accurate story, you're gonna be so mad.
Yeah,
It's so good. I
it
love
is a
the
sci-fi,
CGI
but
in it.
like Josh said, them taking the helmet off, I came to the realization the other day, I'm like, okay, it makes sense, because in the video games we never see his face, because you can't say he doesn't take his helmet off, because they do, but you never see his face. But they did that because you're playing a first-person shooter game. You are the embodiment of Chief. You're playing as Master Chief, so they want you
Yes.
to be in that.
Yes.
But in a series, you're watching it from an outside perspective. You're seeing it from someone else's point of view,
You know, I
essentially.
never thought of it
All right,
like
I gotta
that.
ask a question. I have to ask a question. Did you finish the first season?
Yeah, I'm on
Yes.
episode 2 of season 2.
What did you think of the final episode of the first season, dude?
On when they were on St. Helios,
Yeah, when they were
the
fighting.
fight. Yeah.
Yeah. That was epic.
Oh yeah, and especially
When
at the
they
end, whenever he told Cortana to take over his body, and she
Yes,
did the
that
fight, and I
was
was
my
like,
favorite part.
"That's dope." Because
Yeah,
he
yeah.
went full brutal. He's like, knife, neck. He just shoots the dude in the face with the pistol, and like doing flips and shit. I was like, all right, I'm okay with this. Like, this is badass.
I love the little the subtleness of once it was all over and they're flying on the ship
Hmm.
and the one Spartan walks up to talk to him and she knows that it's Cortana, it's not John. And it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, like he is a weapon.
Well, it was really cool because in the show they did they really portrayed the strength and speed of the Spartans. Like when what's her fate? The one that took her inhibitor chip out too.
Yeah,
like,
the blonde one. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so when she was trying to run, when Halsey was trying to leave and get on the take off on the ship, when she was running and she's like full on sprinting and she's just passing a warthog and everything at full blast and jumps onto the ship as it's taking off. That's like true lore. Actually, like this is the actual speed a Spartan can run. Like
yeah, they were. It was. It
doesn't
good,
show
man.
that stuff off. Yeah,
I tried to tell you, it was good.
Yeah, so I've been watching it. I'm on season 2. I know it's canceled, but it's pretty cool because they're getting a little bit more into some of the stuff. So we'll get on with that. But his face is nice. That's my only quarrel with the Halo series is that I don't like the actor choice for Master Chief. I like him as an actor in other stuff.
Unsee him from the God series or whatever. Him being the leprechaun. That's all I remember him from.
Yeah, and then Four Brothers. No, not Four Brothers. What's the one with 50 Cent where they rob the bank together? There's like four.
For some reason, I vaguely remember this, but I didn't realize that was him until you said it. I think it is Den of Thieves.
Yeah, that sounds right. There's 4 of them. They rob a bank and stuff like that, and it's got 50 Cent and his dog. Like the one scene is they're all in the garage working out, and the daughters.
Den of Thieves.
Yeah, but
of course
he's good in other stuff.
One action movie, he spits that out right away.
He's got the Google in front of him, man.
Myth is proficient with the Google.
Pablo Schreiber.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
He's a good actor and everything, but I think we could have found a better John.
Oh, yeah, this guy's in so much shit.
Yeah. All right.
I'm kind of lost once you go to this next little category here because I don't think I played any of them.
On the third topic?
Yeah. No.
Liar.
No. The E.T., the Fast and the Furious, and the Rainbow video game. I don't think I played the Rainbow video game.
Not many of us got to play the E.T. game.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, if I didn't play it, you guys don't stand a chance.
Yeah, didn't play any of those games on the right-hand side.
I don't even Rambo the video game. I don't even that was
like a Xbox game or PS3.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm pretty sure it was on PS3 because I played the game. Then I remember renting it and playing it, and I looked at my mom and said, "We need to go back to the store. I need to get rid of this."
Yeah.
Just because you couldn't aim, it was bad.
Xbox, it was out on Xbox and PS3, 360 and PS3, and it's also on Steam if you want to go play it now.
Yeah, I was gonna say 2014. That'd have been around the 360 PS3 days. At the end of them, actually, because then Xbox One and PS4 came out, I think, the year after. So, but a lot of these movies, guys, what do you guys think in chat? Were these movies doomed from the start? Were they just badly executed? What's your hot take on those ones? Just drop it in the chat, and we'll go ahead and move on to our next topic.
Directors need to play the video games and care about the video games before they make a movie about the video games. That's my hot take.
I think that even if you watch the playthrough, something like you don't have to play the game, but you need to at least have watched the game be played or something. Because there's there's playthroughs on YouTube for every fucking game.
You need to have actors like Donald Glover playing Yoshi in the Mario Galaxy movie. That man played Mario from when he was a baby to where he is now, and he was one of the first guys to ever win an N64 off of the Radio Disney sweepstakes that they had back in the day. And this man will tell you every fun fact about Mario. That, as an actor, phenomenal. Get people like that who genuinely love the games, not just someone that's like, yeah, I
Agreed.
played Halo when I was
Agreed.
younger. Like, okay,
Agreed.
but you didn't play it now.
Or people that not necessarily, because I mean it's really hard to find like someone that's going to do good at acting and loves the game, all this. Like you Henry Cavill's like a fucking unicorn when it comes to gamers. But at the same time, if you get an actor, you got to find someone that's at least going to be passionate about the content of it, or at
Sure.
least read this story and enjoys this story enough to want to dive further into it and care about the role. I think they pay too much attention to who they want to play the role and not necessarily who's good for the role.
Yeah. And you can even get into like board games and stuff like that, like the D&D movies, like the old one from when we were kids. That one was actually a pretty decent one.
I had to go back and watch that because I've never seen it, but I did watch it like 8 months ago, and I agree. For its time period, it really wasn't a bad movie.
And then the latest one with Sean Penn. I think that's the right Sean. There's so many fucking of them, but
The newest one had that same guy from Star Trek in it. I can't remember
yeah,
his name, but
Sean
such a good
something.
movie. I love the new one. I love the new one.
Yeah, that one was really good. Lots of comedic. It was literally like someone took a fucking group of friends D&D campaign and made it into a movie, because whenever he was asking the fucking dead guy questions and they were like, does that count as a question? It's like, yes, you have one left. And it fucking goes. And then the spell ends. There's like, fuck, that's legit shit that happens when you got a good dungeon master playing D&D just fucking with its with the party. Yeah, Chris Penn. But,
Honor Among Thieves.
Yeah.
Chris Pine.
Yeah, Penn. I don't know why I'm fucking getting.
Just rambling.
His
Get
name
it under
Pine
control.
My bad. There were so many of them. It was like, which one is it? And you like always had to remember the last names, especially when you're working fucking movie gallery and you gotta try to remember all the fucking actors.
There's so many Chris's in movies, man.
All right, let's go to the next one, because
Hemsworth,
that's
Pine,
where all of us
Pratt.
are going to go ham.
The almost category.
There's so many movies on here.
I'm ready.
So, what one change?
I just watched Warcraft last night, by the way, for probably the 10,000th time.
Kat said I have to make you go last.
Oh no! I'll
So
talk about WoW last.
Of this is what one change would have saved these adaptations. The list of games on here is the Warcraft movie, Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time, and I put Assassin's Creed on here twice because it almost had it. It was so terrible, but it had all of the points that it needed to have to be a great movie adaptation of the games.
Better story fixes it. I think better story fixes it, period.
Dialogue really helps a movie. Like, just because there's this much dialogue in a game doesn't mean that you can't expand upon that dialogue, but make it make sense. Don't like what we were talking about with Mortal Kombat, where you just took voice lines from the game and stuck it in a movie and called it Mortal Kombat. It's one of the same situations.
To Warcraft, the first one, I already said better direction. If they would have made it a series, I think 100%. It would have been amazing. Trying to cram a 20-year story into people that hasn't played the game, but introduce them into a realm and fit it in an hour and a half to 2 hours. It almost impossible. If they'd have done it a series, I think it would have went over 10 times better.
I think because it wasn't even a World of Warcraft movie in the sense it has all that same
just
story.
Warcraft.
They absolutely could, because we've been going. How long's Blizzard been around? Because Warcraft was one of their early games, and
yes,
that's what 30 years ish, 35 years.
Yes, knocking on 30 years.
But their big problem was so they start with just Warcraft, but that really wasn't like the height of what, like they should have started possibly with Arthas's story, like somewhere in there, which was like what a lot of people was familiar with. You could have started with Arthas and then did like a prequel movie and went back. I think it would have went 10 times better. but just coming out with the opening lore and I get it, to bring people in so they're not confused on where people are and shit like that,
Orcs and
but
humans, yeah.
it kind of dropped the ball with other people. To me, I give it 10 out of 10. I thought it was an awesome movie, but I
It's a
play the
good
game and all kinds
it
of
is a
stuff. So
good movie,
yes,
but it's not a good Warcraft movie.
Well, it's a movie that was made for people that already know about World of Warcraft. It was
Yes.
not
agreed,
a movie
agreed,
that was
agreed,
intention to bring in new people from World of Warcraft, because then it'd be just confusing, because you're gonna be sitting in theaters, you're watching this movie, you have no idea what's actually going on. You don't know any of the 4 billion Easter eggs that you see in this movie, and you have people to your left and people to your right. They're absolutely going crazy for this movie because they know what it's about, and you're just sitting there so confused because this movie
agreed.
wasn't made
You
for.
don't know what a guardian is, where they just say we need the guardian. You meet Medivh. There's so much stuff that when you think about it, as someone that would never play the game, was probably completely lost when watching the movie. Especially how it starts out with Gul'dan like opening the portal and stuff. Like,
Right.
you as someone that don't know what's going on, you're just like, huh?
The
Okay, well
fact that
that looks cool.
they already dove into Gul'dan and the Fell aspect of it rather than him being corrupted, like that part I think they should have dove back on. And I'm with Jeb on where they should have done like Arthas's story where he became corrupted. I would have loved to see like what they had in. I can't remember the expansion. Whenever you had the story where you got to see Undercity actually fall, all of like it became what it
Yes.
was.
Mythology.
Like, was that? Yeah, that's right. Because that's when we did Arthas's story. To
Yes. Yeah, man.
yeah,
That's and I mean, I think what, like, different, better direction, a way that it could be done, and you could do series, and you could, as opposed to being Warcraft, you do it from the World of Warcraft universe, where you're following actual champions. Like, you could,
yeah,
how they do like Game of Thrones with the different families that you followed around, and then it was like, I mean, the main family, but you followed all the kids around. With this, you could do champions, but they're the different races starting points. Like, you have the trolls, the orcs, a
sure.
human, and it's there coming through Azeroth into, like, right out the gate, boom, the Burning Legion, and then boom, the Arthas story. And if you did it as a series, you could tell these stories going into this, and new people could come in, because it's like a new character experience. You're watching these people go through Azeroth, as opposed to
Mhm.
just boom, here's a Warcraft movie. We're just going to give you this section of the story.
I would love a
So
backstory movie that was based around our Banshee Queen. Just saying.
That'd be dope. Sylvanas story,
so
like solo story. Yeah,
Yeah,
the point that I made last slide, having directors that played the game, that kind of cared for the game, uh, to make the movie. I think World of Warcraft is a perfect example how that is a double edged sword. Because thinking about the movie, it's made. It seems like it's made by somebody that played the game, really like certain things about the games, and then try to cram all that into a movie. But
agreed,
they enjoyed. They weren't
agreed.
thinking about like making a movie for new to try to bring in new fans of Warcraft. They just added a ton of stuff that they knew and liked from the Warcraft universe into this movie.
And
So it's
what's
just
crazy,
too
dude?
much.
Take just one example. You're introduced to Duratan and Ogrim, okay, that I think have one of the best backstories ever that you get introduced to in Warlords of Draenor. And you know nothing about these characters.
sure.
You just meet him and Draka, with Draka pregnant, and then it's just, you're just following their invasion into Azeroth. Like, that's what that movie was. Period. Like, that was it. There was no character telling, there was no story. You wouldn't have even knew that the baby was Thrall if you didn't play the game, or what the significance was of her sailing him down the river at the end, like what that would lead to in a second movie. And yeah, it just, I agree. I agree.
Yeah. Serial. What about you, guy? What your hot takes on any of these games?
Which games?
The Warcraft, Prince of Persia, Sands of Time, Assassin's Creed, or even the movie side, the Matrix Path of Neo, Lord of the Rings, The Third Age, or I Am Legend.
honestly, you guys already kind of covered a lot of what I was going to say, but I agree. I feel like the Assassin's Creed movie would have done, it would have done better if in my opinion, if it had better casting. I feel like they just didn't. A lot of my stuff rides on casting. I can't watch a movie if it doesn't have good casting, you know?
I think Prince of Persia was good. I think it just needed another one, maybe a little better story with it. I really didn't
Yeah.
mind Prince of Persia as a
No,
movie.
Jake
Like I
Yeah.
Gyllenhaal
thought it
was
was pretty
awesome in
good.
that.
Yeah, yeah, I thought it was pretty good.
I
I
like
mean,
Yeah.
the Persia movie, but I'm also biased just because I genuinely really like Prince of Persia.
They were
I
great
feel the
games.
same again with Assassin's Creed. Like I like Michael Fassbender, but the story was just so bad that it didn't hold you. Like
You
it
can't,
was really slow.
because you put a fucking A-list cast in, it doesn't make up for bad story and bad dialogue. Yeah.
Agreed. And it kind of doubles back to what Miss said. I don't know who directed the bottom two, but it you need someone that's actually passionate about what they're doing. And I mean, you can take The Witcher for example. Like if you look at the first two seasons where Cavill was really heavily involved and invested in the direction that they were taking, and then look at this last one that they did. I don't know if anyone watched it. I watched like clips of it, and that was enough for me.
I didn't watch the
Okay,
season with Liam.
you don't have it on the list, but one of the things that's like a movie to a game that I feel like shouldn't have even been a thought in anybody's mind, the Hancock movie with Will Smith. They
Mhm.
made that into a game, and that game tanked. It was so bad.
I couldn't see that being a good game. I didn't.
It was it
Surprising.
was
I
it
never
was
heard of it.
ass.
Yeah.
um,
There wasn't much to the game either.
I mean, even like the Matrix, putting the Matrix into a video game, I feel like that's one of those movies that you just don't touch. Like you let it stay where it's at. There's a lot of movies out there that become video games, and I'll look at it and be like, why is this even a thing? There's Lord of the Rings is different.
Oh,
Like,
like
I mean, you
Five
got
Nights at
Lego
Freddy?
Lord of the Rings. Nah, hold on. Hold on.
I knew we could
Because
get him on
Freddy's
that
did
one.
good. No, but like Lord of the Rings did great. First of all, Lord of the Rings Conquest is one of the best games out there. Um, what is it? War in the North was a really good one. It gave a different depiction of how to play a game. But then Lord of the Rings has like the Lego games that are still extremely accurate with the movie. It's
Yeah,
just
Lunar mentioned the Lego
Lego.
games. Those ones never fail.
And now they're adding voice acting into them, it makes them even better.
Mm-hmm. Instead of the sounds.
Hello. Okay. Now I don't
Yeah.
sound like, a Simpsons character.
Jeb, what was this old Lord of the Rings game that we played? Was it the third? No, it wasn't the Third Age. Where you played as?
It was Battle for Middle Earth.
Was
Wasn't
it where
that
you
the
played as
that was the
Gimli and
Xbox
them,
one?
but you
It was it,
first
it
started off
was.
as
I'm
Isildur?
pretty sure it was Battle for Middle Earth.
No, that was Return of the King.
Was it? Because
It's
like you
either
could
it
choose,
was
you level it up, and if you beat the game, you could play the game as Isildur, and he was super overpowered.
Oh yeah, no, that one.
yeah,
Yeah, no,
that's
no, no,
Return of the
not
King.
that one. Yeah, that's Return of the King. I'm
Because that's
thinking of the turn-based strategy one. That was Battle
that
for
one
Middle Earth. I'm
was the Third Age.
Third
Third Age
Age
was a turn
is
based.
the turn based. Battle for Middle Earth is the RTS.
Yeah.
What y'all are forgetting is that they even made a MOBA of Lord of the Rings, and it should still be around. It was a great, great fucking game. I'm still mad that they killed the servers on that. Mainly just because I liked being Gollum running around killing people. That was fun.
Yeah. When you unlocked Isildur, that was when the game got super easy because he was just really overpowered. He was like a secret unlock character.
Mm-hmm. Lord of the
So
Rings games have never disappointed. I don't think I've played one that I hated. Every
well,
single one that I've played has been really good.
we're supposed to get another MMO if it didn't get canceled.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I think
Lord of the Rings.
so.
I agree with what Lunar said. The Lego games are always 10 out of 10. It doesn't matter what universe, they are always fun to play. I have never played a bad one yet.
Yep. So we're saying
The
they
Lord of the Rings,
always get
Lego
better.
the Third Age
Dimensions
game.
was
Go ahead.
Lego Dimensions was probably the worst Lego game because it was like Sky. It was that hype of like Skylanders. You couldn't play half of the game without buying $80 worth of extra shit.
Well, to be fair, Dimensions wasn't an adaptation; it was just a Lego game.
Yeah, that's what I was going to point. I was talking about like the Indiana Jones, the Star Wars, like
And
the
Jurassic
Batmans.
Park, all of them.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
yeah,
those are
they
10 out
were
of
all
10.
10 out of 10. The Harry Potter one, was amazing.
Now,
It's
Myth,
just
what were you going to say
funny
about
too.
the Third Age?
So going back to the Third Age of why it's on this, because I remember playing the shit out of this game. I think the only downfall of the game is you didn't get to play as any of the main characters.
No,
Got to
scratch.
play as
There was the
Gandalf.
battle. It was the Gandalf because when you fought the Balrog, you had Gandalf on your team.
You played him for a fight, but you were just playing
Yeah,
random
you're right.
people for 99% of the game.
Well, the War in the North was the same way. You had a range or a dwarf, an elf, and a human, but it wasn't Aragorn, Legolas, and Gimli. It was
So are
3
you
random people.
saying it would have been better, in your opinion, if you got to play as like the actual heroes of the movie or whatever? Like if you got to play as Aragorn in them?
Yeah, because it's an RPG, man. You role you want to
I mean,
role
it was a
play as.
legit question. That's why I was asking. Because I mean, to me, it depends. Like sometimes I want to play like, okay, so for example, like in Hogwarts Legacy, I didn't want to play as like Potter or Draco or any of them. I wanted to be my own character, and maybe that was the approach they were kind of taking with these worlds. Is maybe you would want to play your own champion as opposed to one that was already written.
But like in the Third Age, you are literally doing the same exact thing as the Fellowship. You're just
Ah, no
following them.
doubt. Okay, no doubt. Then yeah, it should have been the same ones.
So if like you're doing other stuff like the newer Lord of the Rings games, Shadow of Mordor and the other one, you're
Oh,
not doing the same thing as the Fellowship did. You're doing something
I get what
completely
you're
different.
saying.
So you play
Yeah,
a
I get what
completely
you're
different
saying.
character. But in the Third Age, the whole entire premise is you're literally following and just behind the Fellowship doing exactly what they did. It's like, okay, if I'm doing exactly what they did, why can't I want to play as Aragorn. I want to play as Legolas. Can I play as Gimli? No, I'm playing. I
All
have
right.
random elf
All
number
right.
7 and random dwarf number 72 on my team instead of
Clearly, we
these
see
badasses.
where Myth draws a line.
well, Myth has a point. I mean, I agree.
One random elf number 7.
Oh my gosh.
That was
Because
the
you're literally
best
just
explanation ever. I don't want
everybody
some
that you
randos
get,
on my team.
everybody that you can get in your party is just a random character made for just that game. It's because Lord of the Rings has so much lore, so many characters in it, and you can't play as any of them except for
Wait,
Gandalf
wait.
for
Yeah,
one fight.
Myth, I
yeah.
got you. It's Hadhod, which is the dwarf, uh, Barathor, the human, Eoden, Idrial, Morwen, and then the only characters from the actual like fellowship that you get to play as for like a one-off fight: Legolas, Gimli, Gandalf, and Aragon.
Like I don't even care. Like I mean, just Lord of the Rings universe is just so huge. Like I want to play as these,
You want to play as
characters and
the characters from the fucking books and movies
yeah. And then you have to be the ones from the movie
instead
because
of the
like the
Silmarillion.
books have so much. The books have so many more characters in them.
Yeah,
Hadhod. It's such an
and then
odd
the
name.
Silmarillion has even more for you to play as. I want a fucking backstory of that. That's a movie that I would love to see like all of the ancients and stuff. So the fucking original dragon, the queen spider, fuck, why can't I remember any of Aganoth and shit, what's the black dragon's name?
And Caligon the Black.
Yeah. Because he's massive, like he's like bigger than a fucking city and castle. Like you can
He's
stomp
bigger.
him out.
He's bigger than mountain. He literally stands on mountains.
Yes. So that would be cool to see all the
The first, he's not the first dragon, by the way. He's just the biggest one. The first dragon ever in Lord of the Rings is Glaurung, and he was a flightless dragon, but he's the most intelligent dragon ever.
Yeah. Yeah, well, and Calog was the one that was corrupted by Morgoth.
They were all corrupted by Morgoth. They were made by Morgoth. Every single dragon.
Corruption. Well, yeah, because they all do get corrupted, and then their hoarding tendencies don't make it any better.
Do you know why? Do you know why?
Why is that?
Do you know what dragon sickness actually is?
The gold?
Yeah, it comes from gold.
Yeah.
But so Sauron's ring is obviously the One Ring, and Morgoth also made a ring.
There were
But
way
his
more
ring-
rings than what's in the books and the games.
Yeah, so Morgoth's ring is all the gold that's in Middle Earth. So all the gold is corrupted with Morgoth's influence. That's
Yeah.
why dragon sickness is a thing.
The only ones that aren't corrupted by it typically are the elves. Not all of them, but most of them.
Yeah, they just have a higher resistance to it because they're elves
They're magic.
and hobbits.
They're
And
magic.
hobbits is
That's why they all had to go over into the on the ship. That's why the hobbits were allowed to. But anyways, we're getting into other territory. So we are going to bump over to the fourth topic and talk about the challenges of adaptation, why it's hard. It's kind of a mix between the last one, what we were a little bit of a talking point, but what's the biggest hurdle that keeps great games from becoming great movies, and reverse of that, movies to games. So there's a couple talking points here, like story complexity, the player versus passive viewer, translating the gameplay, pace and structure. I think is a big one. Casting and character fit, which we talked about, like that character's got to fit, or the cast has to fit the character. If not, it doesn't work. And then studios and money. There's been times where a low budget movie has outperformed a higher budget one, and we're seeing that more now with like animated movies and stuff like that. Like they're outperforming Hollywood AAA title or AA title, whatever you want to call them, movies. So, what's your takes on this, guys?
so I've said like the director has to obviously have played the game, to care about the game, to make the a proper movie about it. I think one of the also biggest challenges is you're gonna make between a 2 and 3 hour movie. Games aren't 2 and 3 hours long; they are much longer. And trying to get all that content and stuff into a movie and be a cohesive, coherent story is a huge challenge.
Yeah,
They really got to learn when to pick and choose what they're going to adapt, because some games can be done in one movie, but a lot of these bigger titles that they try to tackle, it's almost impossible to convey just anywhere close to a small percentage of the story to an audience. That's why I think that series would be a lot better adaptations for a lot of these. I mean, an animated WoW series I think would be better than, no movie at all or another movie.
We can even get,
or like
Blizzard
Diablo.
makes fantastic cinematics. Like, why not make a movie like that? Just saying.
Yeah.
I mean,
agree.
Riot does the same thing. Riot does really good cinematics for like even Valorant. Every new season dropping, they have some weird cinematic trailer for it, and it looks beautiful. Please make a damn show about it.
I mean, to be fair, Riot does a lot of things really well, like making fucking signing on these artists to make the music and shit like that. Like, I haven't heard a bad song come out for any of the League of Legends stuff every year.
Blizzard animation team needs to make show, movie, whatever. They need to make something, dude.
They do, because they're hands down. When you played the game, you really didn't play the games like Diablo and stuff like that just to play the game. You played it to get to the next cinematic. When you were growing up, you absolutely played to get to the next cinematic, so you could sit and watch the amazingness of that. Because Blizzard did a great job.
On another note, there are games that shouldn't even remotely become a TV show or a movie. And I think Overwatch would be a terrible like series if Blizzard decided to run with that, because they even tried to do a story mode and they backed out first drop of the we're charging people $15 for a story mode DLC, and
then
we're not
dropped it.
gonna put anything. Yeah, we're not gonna put anything else onto it. Here's one mission. Bye.
Yeah, and it ended up being
Because
an
it's
event instead of an actual mission.
yeah,
And then
and
they've
nobody got
already
their
backtracked to
refund.
Overwatch. Yeah, and Overwatch 2 got turned back into Overwatch. So that was a touchy game for people.
One I didn't bring up today, but it really shows like a massive universe and how you can fit it into a series is the Fallout series.
Yeah.
Like they are doing such a good job with the Fallout universe by doing it as a TV series instead of trying to cram it into a movie.
And that's what we've talked about on several of our topics now, is that instead of making these games into a movie, make them into a TV series so we can get more out of them. I know sometimes the budget's lower, but we get more story out of it, and you can stay more accurate to it.
One of the reasons why I'm excited to see the Backrooms movie coming out, just because you could easily
that. I think we're gonna watch that. Yeah, it looks.
You
pretty
could
good.
easily turn it into a series, given the fact that there's a billion floors of the back room. But the fact that they're doing an initial, like, here's a movie, and then I could see it going from a movie into a TV series, because even the mortuary's assistant got picked up by some company that puts movies on Shudder, and they're doing a mortuary assistants movie, which I don't see how or why it could become a movie, but you know what? Sure, the success of the game because of all the streamers. Well, yeah, but it's because Queso and everybody was so successful in streaming it that they're like, let's make it a movie. It's gonna flop and it's gonna be bad. No one who's actually played the game is gonna be like, oh, this is a fantastic movie, because it's just gonna be a jump scare, and if they do it right, it's just gonna be every jump scare that you've already seen because you've already played the game.
Yeah,
and then you brought it up earlier. And I'm just real quick on this one. FNAF did fantastic going from a game to a movie. They got everything 98% lore accurate. Also because Scott helped them direct the movie, so they had the creator there with them. But FNAF did
and now
fantastic.
The creator announced that he's done. Like, they're ending the FNAF.
Yep. I think they're going to do one more movie and then they're going to just end it.
Yeah,
and that's going to
be
the
end of the movies. But that, as far as like the end of the story for FNAF on video game, book, whatever.
We done with
media,
it.
He's done. He's ending it.
It had its run. It needed to die out.
Yeah.
It doesn't need to be like GTA.
GTA 6 when?
Yeah, no, there's so many. They're gonna go. That thing's gonna last forever, I believe.
Bro, I can't wait for my kids to ask me to play GTA 12.
I know, right?
You mean
that'd be your great grandkids. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Waiting how many years for GTA 6? I didn't even play fucking 5, dude. I'm not even gonna lie. Like,
I have
5, like I barely played 4.
I have a copy of 5 for every platform I own, including Steam, and I still don't even touch the game.
You're the reason why they won't release 6, because you just keep rebuying it.
I've never bought it,
dude.
Yeah, fucking Skyrim. How many times can we release it on every console? Here's a remastered edition for every console.
How many times can you remaster the same fucking thing?
Gifted.
But it's remastered. Oh,
we remastered the remaster, guys.
They released a whole entire new version of Skyrim, and the only edition, fishing.
Yeah, I was about to say, here's Skyrim Gold Edition. What's it have? Fishing.
There's mods for Skyrim that make the game 10 times better.
Yeah. But it doesn't matter because they just re-release a remastered version. And everybody still buys it.
Is making a better product than you can throw out.
Yeah, when we were talking about devotion to the games and like the directors and stuff like that, just take a look at like Markiplier doing Iron Lung.
Iron Lung.
So that's one of those like diehard fans who it is a passionate project for them, and they adapted it into a movie. So like those are the kind of things that work because they kept it as lore accurate as possible. They're super passionate about it. Like all of the talking points that we talked about here on today's episode has been that like be dedicated, keep it accurate as possible. You can add your own little bit of story to it, but don't change it too much because deviation does typically turn off your devoted fans of the games or slash movies. Markiplier, his voice, FNAF the musical. Oh my. But so like all of that stuff, guys, like we got to get into the differences on, that kind of thing. One of the other movies too, like what we didn't talk about, we talked a little bit about last night was the Doom movie, like that adaptation. That one was a game that became a movie, and Myth was saying last night, that was right around the time that The Rock, was just having his breakout into the movie scene, and that was a terrible choice for that movie. But the movie itself was a good movie, just not a good Doom movie. The only saving grace that movie had, in my opinion, was the ending where they went into first person mode and he just killed all of the demons and stuff going through.
They're not demons, they're zombies.
They are in fact demons.
They're
but
not demons.
In the movie. Not in the movie. In the actual game.
Well, we're talking about the movie, right? You were just talking about the movie.
I don't. Did they?
They never clarified if it was demons.
Yeah, because the portal. They were like they did hint that the portal went somewhere else. It went through somewhere and drug stuff with it, and that's what it was. So I don't remember if they actually said it was like it went to hell or anything.
They're like, well, they're not zombies either. I was wrong about that. They're just mutated humans.
Yeah. That's all they did. They mutated them in the movie, but that was the whole thing. It's like it started out as the portal went through where it wasn't supposed to, and it brought something with, and then the mutation stuff happened. What else we got?
Biological, not demonic.
Yeah, biological warfare, and then they put in the fucking BMG just for the fucking fun of it.
Hell yeah, dude! It was awesome.
Or BFG, not BMG. BFG.
Big fucking gun, dude.
What else? Anybody else got anything before we move on to the last topic?
No.
All right.
Not that I can think of. I think I pretty well mentioned most of the ones now that I got the Fallout one. I can't believe I forgot that show because it's such a good show.
I know you talk about that show all the time too. So
one movie I want to bring up that was not so. So it was a good movie, but wasn't good at like adaptations from the games. Was Final Fantasy VII Advent's Children.
Oh yeah, you forgot to talk
mentioned that earlier, but no one said anything.
Yeah, so I extremely enjoyed the movie.
Yeah,
and a lot of people did, but like it wasn't a good adaptation of the game storyline or story
because
indeed,
it was
they
an
changed
extension.
it to better fit a movie. They did. It still wasn't a fan. Like I don't care if it was an extension. They should have just told the original story. Kind of like the game remake. They're kind of changing all of it up too.
Yeah, it is cool though that they dove in a little bit more in the games on Red 13's backstory more. Like, there's a lot more to his story than there was in 7, which Myth has no idea because he never fucking played the game. But
agreed.
Yeah, so he has no fucking. Actually, as a matter of fact, he can't even talk about the fucking movie adaptation because he never played the game. So,
I feel like anything he says is invalid. Yeah, that's
right.
Fair.
So. Yeah. Redact everything. When I edit this, I'm gonna edit this part out of it, so that way it's not there. I'm gonna bury it in the desert like we fucking buried the ET game. Okay.
Oh my god, dude.
Who said I didn't play the game off stream? Huh?
We know you didn't because you would have.
Yeah, I said let me look at your fucking Steam profile. It'll tell me how long you fucking played the game.
Yeah,
Don't do
like
that.
we
Don't do
don't
that.
we don't even need to we know you didn't, because if you did, you would be talking to us about it. It's that good of
Right?
a game.
What was the reason why he stopped playing it? Because he said he needed to get a controller because it's too hard to play it on the keyboard because there's no mouse control. The man never got a controller and just decided not to keep playing it.
Yep. This is true.
He's rolling
Get
his eyes
called
at
out,
us.
myth. Get called out, myth.
He ain't got shit to say either.
Fight me.
This is the quietest we'll ever have, Myth.
Yeah, just calling him out on his nonsense. You didn't play the game.
I played the
Yep.
game for 11 hours. Thank you very much.
Was half of it fucking sitting on the pause
Didn't
screen?
even make it out of Midgar, homie.
I watched him for 20 minutes try to get the fucking dolphin to throw him up on the fucking beam that one day. I was like, no, down a
I
little
want
bit.
you to play that motherfucking game on keyboard without a damn controller.
I did. I've played it with an emulator way back when. I have it on Steam too. Yeah, 10 hours sitting on the home screen while I fell asleep. Yeah. Oh, we got a best viewers person trying to, sell us some viewers. Let's get rid of that.
Hit it with the
There you
Bannerino.
Oh, already got him. Cool deals. Good morning there, berries. We are
like
talking
berry.
about our last topic here, which is our dream adaptations of movies and games. The adaptation you would be most hyped to see. And I am definitely going to lead out on this one for the first game. And Shadow of the Colossus that's a fucking masterpiece of a game. I want that one. That one it can get A Quiet Place treatment where there's very little dialogue because there's only dialogue when he's a god in there where he's been trapped and he's trying to get out and he's lying and stuff like that. That's literally only dialogue, so we can get away with that. I just want to see the rise of Colossi.
You mentioned A Quiet Place, and it brought up last night. I was talking to Mari about it, and I was trying to explain the movie about, John, whatever his last name is, the guy that plays Jim in The Office. I was like, yeah, he plays in it. And she's like, no, he doesn't. I was like, are you kidding me? I don't know. It just funny ass moment because she's like, oh, I thought you meant the guy that was Dwight. So I thought about the entire movie if
Rainn
it was
Wilson.
Dwight instead of
Instead of John Krasinski.
A Quiet Place, but it's Dwight K. Schrute.
Oh jeez.
That would be so good.
All right. Fucking
That would be so
what's his
good.
name? Fucking Wayne from the Wayans brothers.
Which
one is the one that
all
writes
I'm
scary
gonna say,
movies?
man, is I don't know. Like thinking what you just said about Shadow of the Colossus, about it being kind of like A Quiet Place. I don't necessarily know if you could do that because I feel like A Quiet Place is that unique movie that kind of got
Mhm.
away with it. I feel like a lot of other movies that were quiet like that just become awkwardly boring.
Again, but it has to fill those gaps in with story. So what it has to do is it has to be able to tell the story without the dialogue, which is what A Quiet Place. It moved it along, and they did have dialogue, but it was sign language, obviously. So they can implement stuff like that in there. So I don't know. You could have that annoying fairy from fucking Zelda. It's just like always talking to you. Yeah. So you can have that kind of thing going or something like that, because there is talking through like whenever he starts getting a little bit more released as you kill him and stuff like that. Shit happens. So you can do stuff like that. You can have influence, but it's just one of those games that I would love to see get an act like a sequel or a fucking the adaptation. I'd be fine with even it having an episodic series like we were talking about with TVs, because you could do one for each Colossus, so that way you can actually get a little bit of story behind him. Like it can do a backstory on what that one is and then him taking it out. Army of Two needs a movie. That one's fun.
That
If
game
you're
was
gonna
really
do Army of
cool. I don't know
Two,
how it would translate over to a game. It may
you
be
would
a
have to have a comedic person and a serious person being a group, and
For
it's
Army
not
2,
going to be
yeah.
Kevin Hart and Dwayne the Rock.
No.
Oh, dude, I can't even hardly watch any more of Rock's movies. He's kind of like in the same boat as, and I mean, I kind of like Mark Wahlberg, but I feel like any movie he's in, you get Mark Wahlberg. Like he don't really play a character. It's Mark Wahlberg playing Mark Wahlberg.
Just like Jason Statham only plays Jason Statham.
Right, dude?
Yes,
Like
yes.
he's another one. I don't disagree. Like Chip Chilios is Chip Chilios in
Man.
every movie.
Jesus fucking Pete, just fucking break it, why don't you? Slams a
Yeah,
fucking...
Chip Chilios is the same dude in every movie, man. Every movie.
Vicky asked, why didn't we bring up the Borderlands movie? Because that shit doesn't exist.
It
That's
is
why.
that
my
bad.
God.
It was that bad, in my opinion. The Borderlands movie was that bad.
Is it bad that I
Yeah.
forgot that there was even a Borderlands movie?
That's why I said it
It
doesn't
was
exist.
such a letdown. It was the biggest letdown of the year, in my opinion. Like
Yes, they're
for
gonna
an
bury it in the desert next
adaptation.
to ET, just like we said.
That movie was hyped up so much. The cast is like an all-star cast, and it's so bad. It's
Hold
so
on,
bad.
Hey,
no,
perfect
man,
example for getting
back up.
big actors, and it didn't
Yep.
matter. Like that movie
I
was
love
so
Kate
bad.
Blanchett, but her playing
Terrible,
Lilith,
terrible siren.
and then Jamie
Terrible
Lee
siren.
Curtis playing fucking
Tannis.
yeah.
Tannis, yeah.
That
I'm
was
sorry.
like, why do we have someone who's in her 70s playing a fucking 20-year-old?
Yeah,
Like,
Blanchett playing a
what?
siren was just a really bad call. Like everybody knows what we wanted for a siren, and we did
And
not get it. They did not
I
deliver.
I think the only choice that I didn't like, and the clips that I saw would have been Kevin Hart playing Roland. That's the only
Yeah.
one. Like that was okay. Like after the fact, like why the fuck would you choose him? But then you're like, oh, it's okay.
Didn't fit
Like that
Roland
was
though,
probably the
dude.
better one.
Like he played Kevin Hart, like, but it didn't fit Roland in my opinion. I don't think any of them was cast right. I don't think there
That
was a single one.
I
yeah,
genuinely,
Tiny
everybody
Tina's
but
cast choice was fucking terrible.
Yeah, dude, it was
everybody
awful.
but Claptrap needed to be recasted.
Jack Black.
It was
Jack
awful.
Black as Claptrap was perfect.
Yeah, that's
Eh.
that's the best one out of their choices. But they did Tiny Tina so fucking dirty on that. She had no emotion through that
None.
fucking game. Like her fucking
And Tiny Tina
bipolar
is one of the best
chaoticness, nothing.
characters at
Yep.
any game. Like you loved her in the second one. It was just chaos every time she was talking. It was great.
Yep. Everything about her was fucking great. Because she's in all of the games. And that's why they
Yep.
include her in all of the games. And they made a fucking spin-off game that's for her. And a DLC.
Yep.
So, like, legit. Like, people love Tiny Tina. You should have chose someone better.
100.
Ashley
Yep.
Personally
Ariana
being her.
Greenblatt? Who the fuck is this bitch?
Ariana Greenblatt. She's a good actress in other stuff. She's just
Man. I mean, another adaptation we can talk about that was hyped up, and I feel like every time I watch it, I still don't know what's going on. Is the Dune series? I have no idea what that movie's about. I still don't know what the main story is. I get there's a bad tribe and a good tribe, and that's about it. Like I don't understand it.
Didn't I bring this up last night?
Yeah, like I
Yeah.
just I don't understand it. Like I don't. They got Chalamet playing in it, and I think that's the only reason it's half doing good right now. Like I don't like the movie. I don't
They
get it.
brought
I just
Jason
don't get
Momoa
it.
back in the last one too, so because he's Ghost or whatever. But
I feel like he's another one that's Jason
Oh,
Momoa is Jason
that's
Momoa in everything he plays.
you saying Ghost app reminded me. Next year, we finally get to see a Call of Duty movie. Woohoo!
They're turning
depends
Call of Duty
on
into
which
a movie.
fucking movie if they're gonna adapt anything.
I think they're doing Modern Warfare
If they don't do
series.
Modern Warfare, they're fucking doing themselves a huge disservice already.
No, hold on. If they would do like the zombies storyline as like a whole thing, I'd watch the shit out of that.
But then it's
But
not
no, I
really a
think
Call
they're
of Duty
doing-
movie.
Okay,
It's just a
have
zombie
it
movie.
known that on this day of May 2nd, 2026, Josh's
He's been
opinion
voted off
no
the
longer
island.
fucking matters.
He's been voted off the island, guys.
Well, hold on. The
His
OG,
opinion goes out the window now.
World at War and Black Ops, like zombies, like the story behind the zombies and stuff was really good.
Bro, you
It's
want
up
Call of
until now
Duty?
that they
Just
kinda
go
asked.
watch Rambo. You
I
want
know.
Call of Duty? Just it's how you want me to just start
hold
naming
on.
war movies? Just go watch one of them.
Hold on. You are taking my
Saving Private
woohoo as
Ryan, let's
something
go.
important. I don't think the Call of Duty movie is going to do good. I don't think that they should even be remotely be making it a movie because
Hold on,
it's
you want
gotten
some
too
old
crazy
war?
now.
Go watch Saving Private Ryan. There you go, Thin Red Line. There's Call of Duty.
Right? That's the
I
World
still
at War.
own Band of Brothers, dog. That's my shit.
See, there you go.
Yeah, the old
I got
the
the
World at War
Steelbook
zombies
collector's
does
book.
have, well, technically all of the zombies has a story because they build on them. So there's something behind every single one. There's a little storyline
Yeah.
because you're doing stuff. Because that's the whole part of the,
It's up
each
until-
like map.
Up
Be
until,
zombie,
like,
kill zombie.
Black
That's the
Ops-
story.
No, up until like Black Ops Cold War, did they have a really good running story. Black Ops 3 kind of finished up the like goated story of all time. And then it started kind of derailing a little bit, which is why I'm not super like thrilled about the series itself anymore. But
Modern Warfare
from what I've
2,
seen with Black Ops 7, they're bringing back some of the older stuff and it looks decent, but I'm gonna leave it to just watching Dalek JD and Raffle Waffle like do the Easter eggs and do the stories. I'm not gonna sit down and do it myself. Fuck that.
I think the
Yeah.
last one I played was Modern Warfare 2. I think that was the last. No, I played Black Ops 1 because I did zombies on it a good bit. The original Black Ops.
I see them staring back.
But haven't played it much since then. I have to say. Yeah, not much since then.
I'll throw out there. You want good zombies? Get Black Ops 3 for Steam and fucking mod the shit out of it. The modded maps
it
are
pretty good, man?
amazing.
The first one was so good. I loved the first Black Ops Zombies, but I think the second one was kind of bad. I think that's what kind of did me in on it.
The second one was hard because everybody sucks Transit off like it was one of the best maps, and I genuinely don't think it is. And for a base zombies map, that was a really hard one to get your teeth around for Black Ops 2. The rest were decent. I mean, it gave us Origins, which had hidden music by Avenged Sevenfold, so A1 on that.
Yeah.
And it had the original cast, a good map. But like I said, if you really want to get back into that nostalgic feeling of zombies, go get Black Ops 3 on Steam. You can download all the old maps as mods, and you can. There are people who make some really good, like story-driven mod maps. They're so fucking good.
I can't remember the map I played, but you just did a circle. Like it was Kinder Token or I don't know, something weird like
Kino
that.
der
You would
Toten?
just do
Like a
yeah,
movie
you would just
theater?
do circles in it. Yeah. It was
Yup.
really fun though. Really
Black
fun.
Ops 1, first map.
I had a lot of fun running on that thing, man. A lot of hours spent. Playing that.
5 was a good map. Presidential building, White House.
BioShock getting the Netflix treatment. That's another TV series one.
Oh,
It
hold on.
better not flop. I
Are they
swear
doing
to
a
God.
I didn't even know they were doing a BioShock series.
Yeah, they are.
They are, and they're doing it. 2K Australia is the one helping them out, which is the original company that did BioShock. So it
first
better be
BioShock.
fucking good.
That's got
Yeah.
potential to be a banger. Yeah, I gotta pay attention to that one. That's got a lot of potential there.
As it is my
Uh-huh.
favorite game, I'll flip shit.
It's got the whole darkness of it, the world, the atmosphere, everything is there. I think that, like, I've never played any of the Red Dead Redemption games. I know that they're great games. I know that they are. They just don't pull me in to play them. It's like the Witcher games. Like, I played 3 and that's fine, but I'd never really got too deep into them. Like, well, I gotta fucking have this. But
as of this
have
day,
you tried playing Red Dead Or have you downloaded it and tried it, or have you not even tried it?
No, I haven't even tried it because it's not a game that I want to pay to play. You know what I mean? Like if it comes out for free, then I'll pick it up. But it's not one that
Oh,
I'm like,
I
yeah, let's
thought
do
it
it.
was on like Game Pass or something. If you do get a
As of
chance to play it and it is free, I highly recommend you try it because I didn't think I was gonna like the game, and when I downloaded it, I didn't move until I beat
Wasn't it
it.
PlayStation exclusive and then it was released on PC for a port?
I think.
no, it originally dropped on Xbox and PlayStation.
Okay, I couldn't remember if it was an exclusive or not. But
No, I know it's not
as a
because
big
I
fan
think I
of
played it on
westerns,
Game Pass, my guy.
as a big fan of westerns, I think it would be a great movie or show for that matter because I like westerns a lot. So
I've never played Bioshock or Red Dead Redemption either.
Bioshock's
Well,
amazing, Myth. You'd love Bioshock.
I'm biased because I genuinely don't like Rockstar games. So I just never touched. I tried Red Dead.
yeah,
I even tried Undead Nightmare. Not my not my cup of tea.
yeah. There's
Bioshock is such an amazing series.
when you get the memes
I
on
don't
there, it's
really
like
have a
which
bad
gaming
thing to
company
say
has to
about it.
go, and Rockstar's on there. I'm like, yeah, Rockstar, because I could care less about their games 90% of the time.
Yeah, you have a true statement. I can't disagree with that statement.
We got Legend of Zelda, which is also getting another TV series adaptation, and then I think Mass Effect will be another good one because it's the whole sci-fi side of things, and there's a ton of story to go off of with that one. So we got some honorable mentions. The Mortal Kombat, we've talked about that one a lot. It already has a movie and a game, obviously. It's just they haven't really done a great job of doing an actual Mortal Kombat movie. The reboots are more, they're more themed rather than they are like an actual Mortal Kombat movie. They have characters and stuff in them from the games, obviously.
Agreed. Yep.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Well, they're following their own story. They don't follow any stories from the games.
Right.
I think
So
that may be partly why they're successful, to be fair.
yeah, because there's
I'm
actual
just
story.
saying you could have taken Mortal Kombat 10 and Mortal Kombat 11, and you could have done a whole ass movie about it.
Yeah, because there's like as Mortal Kombat games got farther in, they dove into the story mode more. Like the Sub-Zero game, that one was a lot of story, and then beyond that one, they added a little bit more story time kind of deals.
Give me a TV series of Mortal Kombat based off of Armageddon.
Yeah,
Well,
that's a good one.
to be fair, like if you go look up the YouTube videos where they like piece together all the cinematics and like the story part, the last Mortal Kombat 1 or whatever, when they redid it, that was a really good story in my opinion. Like the story it told where like the one where Liu Kang replaced Raiden as like the protector of Earthrealm and
Mortal
shit.
Kombat 1. Yeah, because the
Yes.
world got reborn essentially.
It was such a good story. Like at first I was like, "Oh no way, they're going to make Liu Kang like," and I was so against it. But when I watched the actual story, whoever wrote that, it was 10 out of 10. I give them two
So
thumbs up, man.
it actually Mortal Kombat 1 bleeds from Mortal Kombat 11, because at the end of 11, when you beat the game, Liu Kang is like fighting Kronika, who's trying to like alter time and destroy the world.
Right.
He ends
Yes.
up fusing
Yes.
with Raiden, or taking Raiden's like god power, becoming this awesome elder god. And then yeah, in 1 he's like, I'm gonna rebrand everything. I'm still gonna have the Mortal Kombat tournament because it's only fair. But
Right.
there's going to be different rules. There's going to be different registration thingies. Like
Hmm.
he adapted it to his own. And what was
Yeah.
cool is that Raiden, for 90% of the story mode, did not have powers. When every time that you started a chapter and it said that you were playing as Raiden, at least in my head, I was like, oh fuck, I'm gonna lose, because I didn't have any abilities. It was just a basic human like Johnny Cage beating the shit out of people. And
No
then
doubt. No doubt. No
and
Because
doubt.
Liu Kang became
I like
Earthrealm's guardian, and Raiden was not.
right. I like and I
I like the
dislike.
twist on the story. I thought they did a good job on it. I just, like I said,
See,
I think anyone that hasn't watched it or is interested in it, look up the YouTube thing and definitely watch it. It's like 2 hours long, but it's a really good story.
I like and dislike it only because them opening portals for other realms really, in my opinion, caused the game to just go downhill because I don't need to beat up Omni-Man, fucking Homelander, Ghostface,
That's another
Peacekeeper,
topic
like
because we've talked about that one before with the games, with all of the stuff.
Mhm.
We do need to move on a little bit because we'll get Josh going down the rabbit hole of like these motherfuckers adding Alien on all these other characters into the game.
hold on, I liked playing as Alien.
So, other honorable mentions here: Half-Life. Like this, like come on, Valve, Gabe, make the fucking
Yep.
movie. Like give us
Yep.
Half-Life 3
Yep,
or
I
make a
agree.
fucking movie.
That would be good. Yeah, I agree.
God of War is getting its TV series treatment with Ryan, what's his face, playing his Kratos.
Oh, really? I didn't know they
Yeah.
were
Instead
doing
of the
that.
Kratos voice actor, who would have been perfect for the role.
No, not really. I mean, yes, because Mike Judd's
Bro.
voice is very fucking dominant in your mind when you're playing the games, but I think visually, I think Ryan was a better choice.
Mere boy.
No.
Did you ever?
When
If
they
you
did
never
that
watched,
at the award show, it was great.
yeah, if you ever watched the fucking Walking Dead when he plays Alpha in that one, you can hear Kratos essentially because of how deep he makes his voice and how raspy it is. Plus the
Look,
beard,
is this a crossover?
right? So, and then Metal Gear Solid, because there's a lot of really cool story to the Metal Gear Solid games. It would be cool to, in my opinion, that would be an honorable mention. But for you guys, what is one adaptation that you would want to see? This goes for you as well, chat.
Fear.
Fear? That'd
I
be a
would
good one.
love to see an adaptation of Fear.
That one scared the shit out of you as a kid playing that game.
It did. It scared the shit out of me. It did.
There was a lot
Really
of,
don't.
fuck, no, fuck, nope.
I mean, World of Warcraft done correctly,
Yeah.
I think with
It's a TV
just
series.
Diablo. That's another one I feel like they could make a hell of an animated series out of.
Didn't Diablo actually
Oh, yeah.
have a short-lived anime series?
Yeah, it was. I don't know what it was. If it was supposed to turn into a series or was intended to be, but I think it was just a couple short little episodes that were like 10, 15 minutes long or something. But yeah, no, I feel like that world has so much potential for a badass anime.
Yeah, there's other people who are saying the same thing, like because Fallout came out and they're like, this is another game. Like Diablo would make a great, if it got the Fallout treatment.
And then it depends on what anime studio gets it. If it's Toei, you're just doomed. But
Yeah,
What you got against Toei?
One Piece.
Well, Horror Wizard
Fair.
of Oz. It's in concept on Fanfare. I mean, you kind of already got that with fucking Return to Oz with the whole psychological fucking warfare on you through that whole movie. With the Wheelers and the Gnome King and shit like that, and the fucking moose head coming to life.
The Alice game would be a really good adaptation too.
Which Alice?
The fucking Return to Wonderland, the
Oh,
dystopian
Evil
horror
Allison?
version.
Yeah.
That's Lunar. Yeah, there she is. I was like, Lunar's gonna say something.
My wife
her
played
fucking
that.
favorite
I
game.
played it.
have-
It was such a good like trade transformation on a game, like dystopian
Dove
horror
Cameron would
world.
be a perfect Alice because she can do it perfectly.
It
Yeah.
was that would be such a good movie. Yeah, I agree. Good pick.
It was Madness Returns was the
Yeah,
second one, or was that the first one? I can't remember.
I think it was
Alice
the
in
first one.
Wonderland, Alice Madness Returns. Yeah, I want to say
I
that.
have it on my Steam. I should play it.
Yeah, it's American McGee. But yeah, that's the kind of stuff that we want to see. So, Myth. What about you, guy? You got one that you would definitely want to see.
I don't know. A lot of the games and stuff that I enjoy have already gotten the treatment, or we've already talked about it.
Yeah, we did go over a lot, man. I was kind of stuck there at the end too. We went over a lot.
I know we have a tendency to talk about another topic before we get to that topic and then backtrack on the topics, but it's okay because like this is all about the chaos in the mornings, and, coffees and chaos kind of
Yeah,
situation.
it's just about hanging out and bullshitting, more or less.
Yeah, but I mean we got a lot of that stuff.
I think the Lord of the Rings universe, I think, getting more fleshed out in the movies, not just the
You mean not
the
Rings of
Hobbit and Lord of
Power?
the Rings movies. I like Rings of Power as a show, but not as a Lord of
show.
the Rings show.
Exactly. As a fantasy show, including elves and dwarves and all the races and stuff like that, sure. But Lord of the Rings, for anybody who's a fucking Tolkien nerd at all, no.
No. No, the
I
animated
thought it
movie
was
that
a
came
good
out.
show, but again, it's like the Halo series. Don't go into it with the lore side of it. I tried to explain this to Sam when I was talking about the show, the Lord of the Rings one. He's like, "No." It's like, Sam, it's a decent
I
show.
watched the first season before you did. That's why I fucking said no, because I was like, this is fucking terrible. Like there's nothing
I
about
thought the
this.
second season was really good.
You
didn't
have to go into the Rings of Power and not take it as a Lord of the Rings show. Just watch
when they
it as
made
a fantasy
Celebrimbor a
show.
bitch, I was like, I'm done. And Galadriel, no, they did her dirty
It was
too.
it was at that moment he stood up and walked out. Was like,
Yep.
"Yeah, no, turn it off, get it away. It's an abomination."
Yeah, Horizon Zero Dawn. That would be a fun one. They're making a co-op game of that Horizon.
Oh, it's an MMO.
Can I bring up something
It's
that
not an
that I found out
MMO.
the other
It's like
day
a 4-player.
that involves movies, and I didn't know this because it was a really good movie. But supposedly, the original cut of Event Horizon was so gory and like disturbing that the director had to go and cut over 45 minutes of it out.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got that what they released, but then the original version of the movie was destroyed and we will never get to see like the original. I want to see the original movie.
Yeah. Yeah, well, because fans were so horrified over,
The hell scene.
yeah, with his face
Mm-hmm,
disfigurement and shit like that, and all the extra stuff,
mm-hmm.
because that's where it all started, and then they cut all that out. But yeah, that one was
I loved that movie.
crazy movie. That and that was another one, The Sphere. That one was another one that would have been.
Yep,
Crazy.
that was
Like,
Dustin
is this
Hoffman,
over?
wasn't it? I think it was Dustin Hoffman that was in Sphere.
Everything they dreamed while they were asleep fucking happened.
Lawrence Fishburne and them. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a good one. Yeah, I agree. That was a real good one.
We got a lot of great movies that we
Agreed,
talked about
sir.
here. Sadie
Talked
Sink
about a lot
as
of good
playing
ones.
Aloy. Yeah, Sadie Sink. Well, I saw them cast her, or it was fan casted for her. I thought she would be a good choice. She's got the red hair and everything. Her face even looks like Aloy. Let's see what else. Anybody else in chat before we do our closing here? Anybody else got anything that they would love to see become a movie or a game?
No.
Speak now or forever hold your peace.
Yeah, what he said.
All right. So, what
Everybody's
we're gonna
good.
do
They're
here?
tired of listening to us talk.
I know, right? We got some more viewers in the chat. They're just being a little quiet right now. But damn it, I hit the fucking button that closed out my chat anyways. So I can't even fucking see it.
You done goofed.
Yeah.
Come
well,
on,
I have it
Sam.
twice. Listen, I have it twice. I got it OBS projected on this screen so I can stare forward instead of up the whole time. And then I got my chat little box there on the left side. So, but I closed that one instead for some dumbass reason. Yeah. So guys, That's it for this episode. We do, as always, thank you guys for being a part of the Head Removal Inc. community, joining us here on this podcast. Jib, Myth, Serial, all with the great topic parts on their topics and stuff like that, their movie recommendations. We thank them for coming in and hanging out. We're here every other Saturday, guys. For if anybody that's new that tuned in, follow us on our socials here. I see if I'm actually in the box. So follow us on the socials.
Can I make a quick announcement since we've got enough people in the chat?
Yeah.
Real quick, y'all. We're gonna start doing community game night at the last Saturday of every month. So, I'm gonna get with probably get with Sam. If not, I'm gonna decide something on my own. But by Friday next week, I should have a game that will be the game that we're gonna play. And if it's something that does cost a little bit, like it might be on sale right now or might be going on sale, like I said, it's going to be at the end of the month, so you guys have time to get it. But 9 times out of 10, I'm going to do a free game. So just look forward to it.
We can almost promise that none of the games that we spend, the max dollars that we would even say, hey, spend on a game is $20.
It's going to be like $5.
Yeah, like we've done $20 as a game because I think back when Lockdown Protocol was a game, that was one of them, and it was like $20 at that time. But
it's not. We don't try to cause you to go broke.
Yeah, we're not like, hey, buy the $60 game, play it one time.
And
if you here to do that to me,
if you can't get it, I will buy it for you.
Yes, if it's something that's kind of cheap and it's something you really want to play and you're interested with playing with all of us, say something.
Yeah. We'll drop a couple dollars on you. We can community share that. Sometimes we even get games where there's a whole bunch of them. You can buy some games with bundles where you buy 4 copies of it and it's cheaper. So come hang out with us. Do the game nights. We play anything.
We just
from
look
scary
for people
games
to play the game with.
Games and Lort was one of them one night. Lockdown Protocol, Goose Goose Duck, Among Us.
We got to go back and play Lort. Hard mode Lort is hard. We need to go back and play Lort with 8 of us. It would be great.
We need to get a copy of Sworn for you, so you, me, and Myth can get on that one, and Serial because he has a copy of it now too.
Oh yeah, that would.
I do. I just am always working.
Yeah, that would be pretty fun. I agree. I'd be down with that.
So, but as always, guys, thanks again for tuning in to Tavern Talk with us. This is our 11th episode where we talked about movies and game adaptations and when those worlds collide. What were your thoughts on the episode, as well as, what was your take on the good, the terribly bad, or the almost? And if you have any dream adaptations that you would like to talk about, please drop it in the comments section. And before we close out, Myth has something that he would like to say.
Yeah, once it gets posted to YouTube, you get a notification in our Discord. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and share it with all your friends, and make sure you discuss stuff in the comments.
Please, guys, we enjoy doing these. We'd like to have it grow to a little audience. We have more people coming in, so make sure share, comment. It helps.
And I like making little changes to our layouts here. My next thing I'm working on right now is making it so that our little lanterns will glow when someone's talking.
Oh, nice. So, and next podcast, I should have my cam back too, so that's a positive.
And maybe, just maybe, Serial will make more than one return to the camera.
I'll let you know now. I work at 12, and hopefully it'll happen, but probably won't happen.
Listen, you can do the Myth thing where you tune in for the first hour and a half of it, and then you go camless. Or we just put a fucking screen over him that he's not here anymore.
I just don't have my cam here or my other mic. It's both over at the other place. But like I said, by the next podcast, we should be good. We should be back. We should be ready. All
right, guys. With that, we're going to close out and say thank you again. Please tune in.
Yep.
Those are all the socials for the YouTube, Discord, and there. Mine are included because I haven't made a custom one for just the podcast stuff. I'll do that later. But as always, guys, remember to keep your head on, or don't. Thanks for tuning in.
Yep.
Bye, guys.
Have a wonderful weekend.